My name is Lenny, and in this video we are going to discuss Season 1, Episode 13 of the Twilight Zone, titled The Four of Us Are Dying, and the original air date for this episode was January 1st, 1960. The episode opens up at night in a big city, could be anywhere in USA, big city, tons of neon lights all over the place. We see a gentleman checking into a hotel called Hotel Real, and we learn that this gentleman's name is Archie Hammer, and he's no gentleman whatsoever. He's a con man, he's a stingy man, a greedy man, a nickel and dime man. Archie Hammer has the uncanny ability to alter and change his face. By looking at a picture or by thinking of a face, we see within Archie's hotel room he has brought 2 bags with him and a whole bunch of newspaper clippings. Within these newspaper clippings are articles about people that have recently died, either been killed or passed away naturally within the city that he's in, so that he can use these for reference. One of the first things that Archie does is he looks at the newspaper clipping of Johnny Foster, a musician that was killed in a train wreck, and he alters his face into this fellow. Archie, as Johnny, enters the jazz club where this individual used to play trumpet. This is where we meet Maggie, a woman that works at the jazz club who was in love with Johnny. And again, as Archie is impersonating Johnny, Maggie believes that she knows him and that he has come back from the dead. And Johnny says, no, I was never in the train wreck, nothing happened, it's just, speculation. But I want you to run away with me tonight because Maggie is obviously in love with Johnny. And Archie himself, because he's such a crappy individual, has never had anyone love him in this manner, in this way. So he's going to manipulate this young lady who believes that he is Johnny and have her meet him at 12:06 a.m. and they are going to hop on a train and head to Chicago and start a life together there. After some kissing and whatnot, Johnny tells Maggie that he'll meet her later and he leaves the jazz club. Archie, knowing that he's going to need money, studies the newspaper clipping of a gangster named Virgil Sturrig who was killed within the city also. And he alters and changes his face to look like this individual. As Virgil goes to see a gentleman named Mr. Purnell and collect the money that was supposed to be Virgil's money. Mr. Purnell is surprised to see Virgil still alive since they shot him and dumped him. Using the element of surprise and fear, gets Mr. Purnell to give him the envelope of money, a lot of money, and is working his way out of Mr. Purnell's apartment when Mr. Purnell's goons come in. Archie, as Virgil, is able to get away, outrun them, but runs into a dead-end alley. While he's in there, Archie, as Virgil, is trying to change his face to be somebody else since these goons are looking for Virgil, and they are going to kill him when they find him. Under pressure, Archie is unable to change his face at will, and he looks around the alley. He comes across a boxing match promotion poster, and he changes his face to look like the boxer on the poster. As Mr. Purnell's goons enter the alley, they see the face of the boxer, can't figure out where Virgil went, and they leave him alone. Archie, feeling pretty good that he just made out like a bandit, he's got money, he's got a woman now, keeps the face of the boxer and leaves the alley. He rounds the corner and there is a newsstand there. And there's an old fella working the newsstand, and this is where he sees the boxer. And he seems like he knows the boxer. He starts talking to him. Archie, as the boxer, has no idea who this old fella is. We learn that the face and body structure that Archie is now wearing is a professional boxer, Andy Marshak. And this old fella is actually Pa Marshak. This is Andy's father. And we learn Andy is not a good man. He leaves a trail of destruction and broken hearts anywhere that he goes. And Pa Marshak is disappointed to see his son. Andy broke the heart of his mother and broke the heart of a young woman that was in love with him. After Pa Marshak is telling Andy all the horrible deeds that he has done, all the hurt that he has caused, and that he needs to pay for it, Andy shoves the old man to the ground, continues to walk back to his hotel at Hotel Real. When he gets there, he changes back to himself. Good old Archie, where a detective has tracked him down and makes his way into Archie's hotel room. This detective is here to bring him back for crimes that he committed in Detroit. And Archie is actually willing to go along with him. He says, just let me grab some items, I'll go with you peacefully, we'll head out. As the detective and Archie make their way heading out the hotel, there is one of those turnstile doors that usually only one person can get into a section at as it goes around, and Archie loses the detective within the revolving door because Archie turns back into the boxer, Andy Marshak. As Andy Marshak is standing out on the street, the detective runs into him, sees that he is not Archie, and goes looking elsewhere for him. Again, Archie's feeling very confident, very cocky. Things are going his way. Everything's working out. And while he's still in the form of Andy Marshak, Paul Marshak catches back up with him. Andy is like, what are you doing here, old man? This is where Paul Marshak pulls out a gun, and Andy is trying to explain that he is not truly Andy. I'm a different man. I can prove it to you. My name is Archie. Just give me a moment. Paul Marshak shoots and kills Andy Marshak. As Archie is dying on the sidewalk, Archie changes into each of the individuals that we have seen him become. We see him change into Johnny Foster, the musician. We see him turn into Virgil Sturrig, the gangster. We see him change into Andy Marshak, the boxer. As the camera is locked on Paul Marshak with his gun as he kind of stares off in a haze after killing who he believes is his son, the camera pans out of the dark city with the many neon lights, and that is the end of the episode. Rating The Four of Us is Dying on a scale of 1 to 10, I give the episode a 5. Now at the interactive part of this video, if you think the video is worthy of a thumbs up, please feel free to do so. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see others like it, all you have to do is hit the YouTube logo down in the corner, and you'll get a notification anytime I upload a new video. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the opportunity to talk about these things that I'm passionate about. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you soon.